Hey everybody, this is Season 7 Victor Mid Lane Guide. It's going to be a short, simple, sweet guide, and this is my history on matchhistory.na, and I've been playing Victor. This is Silver 3/Silver 4 ELO right now. This is my item purchase. I typically always start off with the Doran's Ring, 2 health pots. I always take Q level 1 only because I aim to harass and poke whatever laner I'm against. Then you want to max your E, which is your death ray. You want to max that, and on your first back, if you can purchase Hex Core MK1, make sure to purchase that and upgrade your E for the death ray clear. Now on this account is poor, and all I could really buy was magic pen runes, so this account's running plus 20 magic runes. If that's what you want to run whatever you want, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what runes you have, because it all comes down to if you can carry your team or not, and just count on everybody feeding, because that's what I do. Hey, sometimes I feed and it happens. But you know, the more games you get, the better you play. You'll learn to play from behind when Victor. Pretty tough matchups for me have been Xerath, Syndra, and Cassiopeia. Those 3 matchups in mid lane have been pretty rough, and I typically end up just farming off the tower until I get some items or until I get ganked mid. They can one-shot you and outpoke you with range from their abilities, so just careful for those matchups. I wouldn't ban them. Maybe Syndra's worth a ban, but the other 2, Cassiopeia and Xerath, they're not worth a ban, and the chances of someone picking them are slim to none. Everyone's spamming assassins in mid lane right now. And these are my masteries. I run 12-18, and I always run Thunderlord's Decree, and I always take Precision. And now I'm going to show you some laning phase in the early game and some highlights in the late game. But typically this is what you want to run, and I'll talk into the next clip about what you should be doing during the laning phase and what I aim to do. So as you notice in this lane, I'm going against Fizz in the mid lane. The first thing you want to do with Fizz, as you notice, when I step in the lane, I always take Q level 1 immediately, so then I can just harass and try to zone them out of farm. You gotta make Fizz your fucking bitch in this lane, and anybody in this lane, it could be a Kali, it could be Fizz, it could be Veigar, Lux, any of these mages. What you want to do is poke them whenever you can, but you don't want to take too much minion aggro. At the same time, you got to keep your farm up, and you got to keep poking them. Now, if you fall behind and they get first blood on you and within the first 10 minutes of this laning phase, it's fine. Just relax, sit on the tower. You want to max your E, and if you have to, just wave clear with your E. You're going to miss farm. You're going to miss. But typically Victor doesn't want to roam around the map. He wants to farm up, get his items. Make sure you keep your pings up if your laner roams. If you see a good opportunity to roam, use your E and wave clear as fast as you can. Make sure you wave clear before you go roaming. 9 times out of 10, you're going to end up not roaming. Mid to late game Victor is very overpowered. A lot of mages and people in League underestimate mid game, late game Victor. Use your poke, use your harass. When it comes to getting Dragon or Baron or objectives, make sure you poke the enemy team down before the fight start. Use your wave clear, keep your farm up, and don't be the frontline Victor who runs in, aims on dropping his W and his ult, and just ends up getting blown up by their mage or their AD carry. Play it smart and play it safe. In conclusion, aim on running Ghost and Flash if possible. Exhaust if it's an assassin. But Ghost and Flash have worked out pretty good for me. And stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching us all the way to the end, and I appreciate it.